That record button. Boom. What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video. This is indeed the Dolphins Season 2 offseason. I'm live on Twitch. As I've mentioned in many videos at this point, I will be streaming the offseason on Twitch. And here we are. It's twitch.tv/Bengal. I announced them by Twitter, twitter.com/Bengal Designs. All links are in the description. You can follow those. It's very easy. You can also use code BANGLE on SeatGeek to save yourself $20 and you buy tickets for anything. Whoops. All right. We just hit over 1,000 viewers in here. So that's pretty crazy. 1,000 live people ready for Dolphins franchise. I'm in. And here we are. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and break down the season stats. Yeah, have I thrown some interceptions? Sure I have. That'll happen. That'll happen. Threw 33 touchdowns. And I'll throw some interceptions. I threw 30 of them, but this time I actually had more touchdowns than interceptions. So it was a rough rookie year, but you got to remember something. I'm really bad. So this is not even that bad for me. That's not a bad stat line. Rushing, Jakeem Grant was our leading back. Both backs got just over 100 touches. Jakeem Grant averaged 7 per carry, 4 TDs. Kalen Ballage, 5.7 per carry, 3 touchdowns. Receiving, Mike Gesicki actually had the most catches and yards on the team. 72 catches for over 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. Preston Williams, though, the ultimate red zone threat. 834 yards, but 9 touchdowns. Devontae Parker with 8 touchdowns. Kenny Stills got involved. The ball distribution was actually fairly good overall. Zane Herron, the rookie left tackle, allowed 22 sacks, not ideal. Defensively, Jerome Baker, 136 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 11 interceptions. Pretty good year from him, if I do say so myself. Raekwon McMillan with 24 tackles for loss. Quarterback sacks, 11. For Tyus Bowser led the team. Didn't really get a whole lot of pressure with anybody else. And then interceptions, obviously, we had a lot of those due to the using of the middle linebacker or outside linebacker in a lot of cases. Jerome Baker with 11. DeAndre Hubbard with 7. Xavier Howard at 7. Kendall Fuller with 6. A lot of those came in the second half of the season, including, I believe, 3 in one game. 5 for the rookie out of Kansas State, Titus Avant. 2 for Byron Murphy, who was an acquisition, I think, in the offseason of last year. For some fumbles, and obviously had a lot of defensive touchdowns. 4 for Jerome Baker, 2 for Xavier Howard, 1 for Kendall Fuller, and 1 for DeAndre Hubbard. When you check out yearly awards, Baker Mayfield won MVP. Any Dolphins in here? No. AFC Offensive Player of the Year was Baker Mayfield. No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the Year was Jerome Baker. No shock there. His numbers were unbelievable. DeAndre Hubbard, the rookie, at number 7. Raekwon McMillan at number 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year is who but Lawrence the Boss Ross of the Miami Dolphins. Believe it or not, his throwing release has been changed. It was changed in the final 2 playoff games, so his release has been changed. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Could have gone to any one of our rookies on the defense side of the ball. DeAndre Hubbard ends up winning it. Titus Avant at number 2. Alonzo Wood at number 3. Matt Harris, the rookie cornerback out of Texas A&M, at number 8. Quarterback was Mayfield. Our quarterback was not even in the conversation. Too many picks, I guess. No running back, obviously. Preston Williams made the top 10 for best receiver in the AFC. Best O-line went to Joel Bitonio. Laramie Tunsil at number 6. Cody Whitehair at number 10. Best D-line, Myles Garrett at number 1. Best linebacker, Jerome Baker, obviously. DeAndre Hubbard at 4. Raekwon McMillan at 6. Best DB went to Xavier Howard. All right, Kendall Fuller at 3. Titus Avant is a rookie at number 5. Best kicker, Justin Tucker. Jason Sanders at 3. And best punter is not an option. You already know it would have gone to Matt Hawk. Let's go ahead and check out the lineup now. We've got some interesting decisions to make. Lawrence Ross, of course, superstar X Factor. Josh Rosen could be a player that gets traded in this video, on this stream. Kenny Stills was in a contract year. Is he a player we want to bring back? Maybe, maybe not. Kenny Stills, 29 years old. Depends on what the contract is. It just depends. Defensively, got some upgrade points all over the place. We'll spend those a little bit later. But we have some significant holes here. Edge is really, really bad. Cornerback's pretty good. Safety's pretty good. Obviously, we're not going to upgrade on Titus Avant. He was incredible. Could maybe use 2 edge spots, really. And then offensively, we're looking at offensive line, center or right guard, maybe even tackle. We could move some guys around. And then maybe a running back, maybe a receiver. Although I will say this class is not exactly stacked at the receiver position. But Kenny Stills is a free agent. We're going to see what the chat thinks. We are live for a reason. Do we re-sign Kenny Stills? Oh, man. Overwhelming no's in the chat. Overwhelming no's. A few yeses. But overwhelming amounts of no's. So, Kenny Stills, at over 10 per year. They didn't even see the contract yet. They don't want him back. Kenny Stills, we're going to let walk. Tyrone Holmes is a player I'd like to bring back. He was good for us. He's going to be a rotational depth player. We have a lot of cap room. I'm not sure if you noticed. Over 73 mil, even after signing Tyrone Holmes, who definitely re-signs. Vincent Taylor, I'm fine to let walk. Romeo Aquara, I'm probably fine to let walk. He's a decent player. Actually, that's a really cheap contract. We can sign him back for 5 years, just over 1 per year. That's kind of a steal. Gus Edwards can walk. Kenny Stills is going to walk. Now, alternatively, what we could do is sign Kenny Stills to a 1-year deal or franchise tag, and we can do a tag and trade. Who would be down for a tag and trade, considering the amount of cap room we have? Seems like most people want that. So, we'll either sign or tag and trade Kenny Stills. It's a 1-year deal. If he accepts, he accepts. We can just trade him. He's going to test out free agency. I have bad news for you, Kenny. You're not. Now, it is 18 mil, but we do have a ton of cap room. We can afford it very easily, and that's with the intention of probably trading him. So, those are the re-signings. Let's go ahead and advance to free agency. We'll see who's available. I'm excited. I'm excited to see who's here. We have just over 50 mil in available cap room that we can spend. And Jalen Ramsey's here. Ezekiel Elliott is here. Kenny Clark as well. We don't really need. A lot of decent options out here. Quarterback we don't need, obviously. But running back is a position of need for us. And here is Zeke. I don't know. Fullback Anthony Sherman is the top available. Cooper Kupp is here. Cooper Kupp is not a terrible option. Although I don't think we're going to go in that direction. Tight end we don't need. Offensive line for the most part. Don't really appear to be anyone great in free agency. Although Taylor Moton is not bad. We have 2 tackles. Calais Campbell's here. We don't really need him. Kenny Clark. Just don't really need him. Now, edge is definitely a position of need. Although, I don't like the options at all. KJ Wright is superstar development. Now, I see a lot of people that want Ramsey. I see a lot of people that want Zeke. Ezekiel Elliott obviously makes the most sense when you look at our team. More so than Jalen Ramsey by a lot. Jalen Ramsey doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. We have 3 good cornerbacks. If anything, I mean, Kendall Fuller is more of a slot anyway. We don't really have that other boundary. I mean, no one's offering on him. We might as well. We might as well at least give him an offer. This is just over 7 per year. Maybe. That's going to be our offer to Zeke for right now. If it needs to go up, we'll reevaluate. I don't think we're going to offer on Jalen Ramsey. And the newest member of the Miami Dolphins is Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke to the Miami Dolphins. Can't wait for the comments of people who don't watch the offseason video wondering, how'd you get Zeke? How did you get Ezekiel Elliott? How did that happen? Zeke to Miami. Now, 21 isn't available. So the storyline here is, even though Kendall Fuller switched to 21, we're going to say Zeke paid him some of that big signing bonus in order to get his number back. So Fuller moves back to 23, which he wore or is wearing actively in Kansas City in real life. And Ezekiel Elliott, who is quite an interesting addition to this team, now wears number 21. What do you guys think? Does Zeke look good in the Miami teal? I think it looks pretty good. 15 for Zeke like you wore at Ohio State? No. No. Is Jalen Ramsey still available in free agency, I wonder? He is. This is just like not a great... It's too expensive. It's too expensive to get Jalen Ramsey. I know people want Jalen Ramsey. It's too expensive to get Jalen Ramsey. It's too expensive. Let's go to scouting. And it doesn't make sense. So I have a number of players that are good, including a cornerback. Casey Shaw out of Oregon has Jalen Ramsey type size and speed and maybe even ability. Eric Sanders also out of Washington State. Not too bad. Get Stills out of here. Wait for the draft. Wait for the draft. We'll see. But a big position I'm looking at is edge rusher. DeMarcus Gills is a potential option. At right end, Trey Key is a player I like a lot out of Nevada. Trey Key could be the key to our success. Also, Eric Browning out of Rice in Houston, Texas is also an option. Looks quite good as well. At left end, maybe Wade May in the second round. Not terrible. Greg Doolittle could do a lot for us. I've got puns for days. Please keep testing me. There is a first round potential right tackle in the 7th round. There are some good players available. They're stacked. Even a second rounder in the 7th at right guard, a position of need for us. Could move him into play a little bit of center if we need that. Now the receivers, I wish they were a lot better. They're not that good. Ray Stevens out of Tennessee appears to be the best one. Could be a player we target. Not sure. You also have a Darian Sherrod out of San Diego State. He's got some good size. Kind of reminiscent of Preston Williams. Karma McKee. People want me to stop the puns because they're little cuties. Guess what? Puns keep coming. Could be good karma to draft this guy. Idiots. Could be. I don't know. So get some good players available. At halfback, Coco Kyle. Maybe the power back that we need out of Toledo. The new Toledo Torpedo. Forget about Kareem Hunt. And a quarterback, we obviously don't need any of those guys. So my draft board is going to look, well, it's like this, but Trey Key is near the top. Eric Browning, near the top. I also like Ray Stevens quite a bit. But Casey Shaw in there as well. Quite a good player. Just corner is not a position of need for us at the moment. It just isn't. But there are some really good players here. But I would say the biggest needs, and here's even a defensive tackle who looks unbelievable out of Notre Dame. It's just not a huge position of need for us, but we're going to move him up. But the top players I'd like, I want 2 of these 4, at least. Trey Key, Eric Browning, if not both, and then maybe Ray Stevens and Casey Shaw. I like those guys a lot. Also, 1,500 viewers in here, absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, if you don't like ads, you just got to subscribe. I don't know. It turns it off. Oh, that's always funny. Let me tell you something, brother. Hit the subscribe button for no ads. Right end. Some good guys in here. Jamal Arnold looks all right. Denard Irwin out of Rutgers. It looks like he's decent value for the pick. We've done a lot of scouting already. Didn't really look at middle linebackers at all because there's not really a whole need. But, I mean, there are some really good ones available. We just don't need them. Brent Wilson looks like he's pretty good. A little slow. But, I mean, we don't... I feel like there's just not a whole big point to scout anymore. Because, I've done my scouting so well over the past year that we have a lot of these guys available. Hey, there's some primes coming in. And some tier 1s. Yeah, you just got to subscribe. You don't get ads. It's very easy. Scout cornerback. We don't need cornerback at all. Just don't need it at all. Yeah, Rosen could be on the move. But we're going to have to move up in the draft. We have number 2 overall pick. Never mind. I forgot about that. We made moves. Trey Key could be coming home. Oh, J-Bus with the gift subs. Oh, boy. But all right, guys. I'm going to piss more people off. No, I'm not. We're about to do this. Appreciate the new subs. I'll shout you guys out later. Just like draft time. Appreciate all the new follows as well. I'm sure most of you already know, but if you don't, I do make YouTube videos. YouTube.com/Bengal. Definitely make sure to check it out. And that's what this series is. That's why I have so many viewers right now. But we are ready for the 2021 NFL Draft. The Vikings are on the clock at number 1. We hold the key, potentially, to the number 2 overall pick. As the Vikings at number 1 overall take Eugene Ryans, a 75 overall defensive tackle out of Penn State. And now we are on the clock. Our first pick of at least, we have 3 in the first round right now. That could change. But we are going to be taking at number 2 overall, a big need for us, potentially the key to our future success in an edge rusher out of Nevada. That is Trey Key. I know people want me to say Nevada. I'm not doing it. I don't care. I don't say it like that. Trey Key. Welcome to the Miami Dolphins. Number 4 in the class. We took him at number 2 overall. 77 overall. Star or better development. Definitely going to come in and play either right or left end for us. 84 finesse moves. 82 speed. 87 acceleration. 78 tackles, 75 block shed, 77 play rec, 83 strength, 77 agility, 76 awareness, good hit power. Pursuit could be a bit higher, but overall, a fantastic player and definitely a fantastic piece to add to our defense. Absolutely awesome. What is a straw ball? No, it's a Trey Key Buster Hall of Famer. Trey Key Hall of Famer. For sure. Let's go ahead and view the rest of our draft where we pick at 26 and 32. Now, I definitely want to move back up for Eric Browning. I like him a lot, and he would be definitely good to go in at left end in our 4-3. That would fit really, really well. Or we could transition to a 3-4 if we picked up another inside guy. Casey Shaw just doesn't really fit. But Eric Browning, definitely a player I would like to move up for. As Justin Patterson, a 77 overall right end, goes to the Bills. And now the Saints are on the clock. Browning is the next defensive end available. I don't know if I feel comfortable letting the Saints pick here. We might make a move up for this pick. They need a quarterback. They need a left outside linebacker. They need a right guard, a corner, and a right end. Now, we're fine at cornerback. We even have some depth. Matt Harris is a player that they have no interest in. And even though we have good depth at the position, doesn't mean I'm trying to trade any of these guys away. Just looking at what we have. They do need right end. We have Tyus Bowser, and they have interest in that. They like Tyus Bowser. Well, What if I gave you number 32 and Tyus Bowser for number 4? And the trade has been accepted. Tyus Bowser to the Saints and number 32 overall for number 4. Now, the chat wants Rosen gone. I don't know if I want to trade Rosen just yet. We're going to take the pick at number 4. And we're going to take Eric Browning out of Rice. Welcome Eric Browning to the Miami Dolphins. He is a 77 overall. He has star or better development. Ranked number 6 in the class. We took him at number 4, although he's still a 77. He's got 80 speed, 84 finesse moves, 82 tackle. Very similar to Trey Key in a lot of ways. They're both the same overall. Both star or better development. And our edge spot has really been completely altered here after just 2 picks in the draft. 2 top 5 picks. You guys really want Bowser back that bad just to be a rotational edge? Really? We do have Rosen. A lot of teams have interest in Josh Rosen. Every team in the entire NFL at least have some interest in Josh Rosen. Every team. Do you guys really want Tyus Bowser back that badly? To be a rotational player? Josh Rosen, a 4 and a 5 for number 11 from New England. And Josh Rosen is now the newest member of the New England Patriots. They also have Jacoby Brissett. Very interesting. And we're going to use this pick to take a receiver. His name is Ray Stevens. He hails from Tennessee. He's a slot guy. He has great speed. Now, I don't think his overall is going to be anything astounding. Low to mid 70s, 74 maybe at the best. I think 74 is right where he is. But he offers us great speed, good size, and the opportunity to play right away. It'll be Devontae Parker, Ray Stevens, and of course Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant operating as a 4th. So I think 74-ish overall is probably his range. He's a 72. He does have star or better development. 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 82 spectacular catches quite high, 88 agility, 84 ball carrier vision, 77 carrying. Oh, this is a return man too. This is a return man as well. 89 kick return, 86 spin move. He's going to eat in the slot. He also has the aggressive catch trait. Yeah, I know some people are going to say L after every pick. If you think that's a bad pick, you just don't know how it works this year. Let's continue to work our way through the draft. We pick again at 26. I know we've had 3 first-rounders already. Thurman Pounds is a player I'm keeping my eye on. DJ Bigsby is also quite good. Gives us a great rotational defensive tackle. And he looks like he could be one of the best players in the entire draft. Also, yeah, the idea of playing an offensive lineman named Pounds is almost too much for me to pass up. That's hilarious. But there he goes to the Jets. Oh, there goes a great defensive tackle. 75 overall out of Clemson to the Jaguars. Eric Sanders, also a good cornerback. A little slow. Doesn't really make sense for us. And we are almost up to our pick. Just a few picks away. As there goes Eric Sanders. Caleb McKinley. Decent tackle. And there goes the defensive tackle, DJ Bigsby. 76 overall to the Green Bay Packers. And we are 1 pick away. And here we are. Who are our options? There's a decent tight end, but we don't need him. Now, here's an interesting thing. Is we go 2 tight end set quite a lot. Quite frequently. You've seen Nick O'Leary play quite a bit. And he's fast. He can jump. He's tall. 6'6", 247 out of South Carolina. It's an option. It's an option. Now, I know people are saying O-line. Or trade down. As Wade May is going to go off our draft board. Darian Sherrod's going to go off our draft board. Cameron McKee. Maybe someone we consider. Tim McDaniels. Maybe in the 3rd. Greg Doolittle off the draft board. If you see the rest of our draft board, there are good offensive linemen later. In William Ziegler in the 7th, who's a 2nd-round player. Looks quite good. And Mitch Lynch, who's a 1st-rounder, also in the 7th. There's no real need to take tight end here. So here's what I'm thinking. We can kind of afford to take kind of what I would call a vanity pick. And honestly, I think it's going to be the tight end. Adam Winkler out of South Carolina. Welcome to the Miami Dolphins. 76 overall. Hidden development. Star or better, of course. He's ranked number 7 in the class. We took him at 26. 82 speed. Doesn't really run block at all. But he's an athlete. Catches all right. He's a decent tight end. He's going to be definitely an upgrade when we come out in 2 tight end sets. So, yeah, the Winkler. And we'll simulate now to the end of round 2. As there goes Tim McDaniels, a safety we looked at. He would have been interesting. Karma McKee is still on the board out of Notre Dame. 6'2". 4.51 speed. He's not that good. He just has a cool name. It's kind of it. Roland Selvey, who we don't really need. I'm going to take him off the draft board. Coco Kyle, who we don't need anymore. Take him off the draft board. So now on our draft board, Mark Blake. Not good. I mean, we can go McKee. Here's what I'm going to do, though. We're going to trade down. We're going to trade down for hopefully a pick next year. I would take 2022. I'd love a 3rd, or a 2nd, excuse me. I mean, we probably can get a 4th or something, but... Or a 5th. It's going to have to be a 5th. All right, that's the trade we're going to make. Kenny Stills is really just not part of the long-term future, so we're going to move him out. And we're going to trade him. Kenny Stills, a 2nd-rounder this year for a 1 next year from the Vikings, and a 5th-round pick next year from the Vikings as well. It says we need a cornerback. We don't. I can guarantee you. Balaj and O'Leary, we need Kalen Balaj. Kalen Balaj is a backup running back. There's value to that. Let's go to the draft board. We're going to be taking back-to-back offensive linemen. First one is Mitch Lynch out of UCF. Good combine in general. Good top 3 skills. Could be a player that comes in right away. He's a 70 overall. Ranked at number 31 in the class. We took him at 126. So he's not terrible. Just, is he a player that comes in right away and starts? Probably not. Probably not. And I think we're also going to make a move up for the other offensive lineman, who's going to be lower overall. But overall is not the end-all, be-all, you know? The Vikings want to make a move? Yeah. We're trading 2 6th-round picks for a 5th from the Vikings. And that's going to be used to get our next offensive lineman. It's going to be a depth pick. He's not going to be better. He's not going to start. It's fine. William Ziegler out of BC is a 69 overall. Nice. Number 35 in the class. We took him at 129. He's a decent run blocker. That's pretty much it. Love the nices in the chats. And that is going to do it for the draft. Now, there was speculation that we could have moved Jakeem Grant back to receiver. I'm not sure that I want to do that. We definitely don't have to. We definitely don't have to. Winkler also could play some fullback for us, but I think backup tight end is a good spot for him. Maybe he could even do both. Stevens is going to be our third receiver. He'll also play in the slot. And then defensively, we have two new bookends at defensive end. Trey Key and Eric Browning. Eric Browning's going to stay at right end. I think Trey Key's going to move over to left. What is Ray Stevens going to wear? 84? I don't think that I like that. That visor looks pretty good. So that is the team. That was the draft. I'm down to play a preseason game. See some of these rookies in action. Who's down? Who is down? We'll see the draft recap as well. I mean, we did very well, obviously. But was there any 80 in this class? No. Best guy was a right guard, a 78. So I love when we got the number 2 player in the class, or tied for the number 2 player in the class. I saw L's. Funny. We got 2 of the top 5 players. Pretty much. A lot of guys tied for 77. Of course, Winkler was a 76. Also have player upgrading to do. DeAndre Hubbard, Raekwon McMillan. We'll have the CPU handle that. Also have some coach XP. Oh, I'm sure it's not going to matter that much. Maybe tight end? Or let's do wide receiver. We got a rookie wide receiver now. And Preston Williams out there as well. Let's go ahead and simulate to preseason week 1 against the Giants. We'll jump in. We'll play the moments. We're an 81 overall. The Giants are a 72. Let's see what we can do. Appreciate the new sub as well. Let's see the defense for the first time. Key, Browning, even though they're swapped. Teddy Bridgewater's the quarterback of the Giants. And down goes Bridgewater. It's Christian Wilkins. Not one of the newer faces on this team, but this gives us an opportunity on offense to get something going. Of course, we're looking to target the rookie receiver who's not on the field right now because Ray McLeod is in. I'll play later, whatever. Let's see what's available. We'll check down. First time we see Zeke in a Miami Dolphins uniform. As he catches a pass for 10 yards. Maybe even give him another carry. Let's say feed Zeke. Get a first down at least. This preseason, yeah. I mean, we got Ezekiel Elliott to run the football, right? So let's run the football again. Tried to take that one up the middle. Didn't follow the blocks. Thought it opened up. Didn't. Winkler now in the game. In that 2 tight end setup. Might give him a look. He's pretty much covered. Maybe we'll take a shot. It's Devontae Parker, who goes up and makes a catch. But there's a flag. And this one's coming back. Christian Matthews, the center. Great work there. Negates a huge gain. A huge catch by Devontae Parker. On the run for Gesicki. That one's tipped up and nearly intercepted. Pressure got in really quickly. Kind of just gave Gesicki a chance, and it was a weird ball. It's 3rd and 21 from the 8. The hold really hurt us a lot. Might just throw it up here. And we get safety. Like how his arm's already coming forward, doesn't release the ball. Fantastic. Now we're on defense. Andrew Van Ginkel in the game. Raekwon McMillan. Let's play action. Bridgewater rolls out, somehow gets the throwaway. Jesus. They go up the middle. Raekwon can't shut it down. But there is Titus Savant, I believe, making the tackle on Saquon Barkley. It's now 3rd and goal. We did a great job to back him up. Starting defense, for the most part, is still in. That's going to be a check down. And DeAndre Hubbard and company shuts down Saquon Barkley, and the Giants don't manage to score a touchdown from the 2. His release has been switched. It's the game's slow, too. All right, let's jump in on 3rd down. 3rd and 3. What is happening? I failed it because the quarter ended. We got Winkler in the game. Ishmael. Where is Ray Stevens? Chauncey Herndon is now our quarterback. Ray Stevens has not played at all. Get him in the game. He's just not playing. 3rd and 3. Throwing. It's the rookie tight end, Winkler, as Chauncey Herndon finds him. Love to see that. We'll hop in on 3rd down again. Our backup quarterback is in the 50s because we don't have Josh Rosen anymore. Ray Stevens checks into the game. He's slot right. Might give him a look. And I pump faked it. Sick. No one got open. Sick. Try a field goal. At least my kicking skills are still on point. Our defense, our backup defense, is just like giving up a lot of yards. Jerome Baker's still in the game. We don't really have much in the way of backups, so. Is that Matt Harris who was beat? I think it was Byron Murphy by Darius Slayton. Daniel Jones finds him. Why is the backup in? Because it's preseason. Let's play action. Get there. That's a touchdown. Nice. Who even is that? 84? That's what Larry Donnell used to wear. As another 3rd down try here. Chauncey Herndon stays in the game. I want to get the ball to Ray Stevens, you know. Awesome. You can turn off slow mode, by the way. Yeah, we need an actual backup quarterback, I'm finding. What we're gonna do for this preseason game is we're gonna bring Lawrence Ross back out there. All right, 2-minute drill. Get some points. Starting quarterback back out here. How are you tracking that well? That's Ryan Connolly against Jakeem Grant. Hope he gets injured. Thanks, dude. There's Nick O'Leary, dropped the ball. Yeah, this team sucks. 3rd and 13. I keep calling plays where Stevens doesn't do anything. We got him deep, though. And that's a great... Who made that play? There's a flag. It's coming back either way. 3rd and 23 you're going to give us? Nah, they're going to make us punt. Holy shit, dude. How many holdings are we going to get? You guys got your punt, though. Nope. It's bad. We get a red zone opportunity. Ross stays in the game. I want to give the ball to Stevens. First round wide receiver. People are just not getting open. Devon Godshaw with the sack. Holy hell. Winkler's back out there. I have no time. Holy hell. This is the tightest coverage of all time. Jesus Christ. What am I supposed to do? Good Lord. Another opportunity. 3rd and 7. I'm only getting third down moments. Gotta love it. The only thing that's open is the flat. Jakeem Grant makes a guy miss. I think we got it. Jesus Christ. Hey, these sliders don't leave anything open. Except for Ray Stevens, the rookie receiver out of Tennessee. He's got a touchdown. There we go, Ray. And we're on the board. Ahead. This is out here. Got Opplinger. Daniel Jones hands it off. It's 1st and 10. Oh, my Lord. Andrew Van Ginkel got ran over. And then we had a face mask. Holy, these penalties are killing me. Pick it off. It's Cornell Armstrong. And the ball's going back the other way. Not running the ball. Play action. They blitz. We go to Stevens. Ray Stevens. I'm forcing the ball to him, but that's a hell of a catch in traffic. I'm only going to Ray Stevens. I don't care. He's a god. He's a young god. Ray Stevens, touchdown. Oh. Oh. Ray Stevens comes to play. That's what I can say. Ray is a Hall of Famer. He might be the next young god. Anton Scott in the box. That's a user pick. Easy reads. There's your green eggs and ham. It's Anton Scott. Just threw it right at me. And that is the ball game. And there he is, Ray Stevens. And there he is again, Cornell Armstrong. Ray Stevens again. Oh, man. That was some good stuff right there. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this off-season video. I hope you enjoyed. Looks like Ray Stevens could be the real deal in the slot for us. Excited to see what he can do his first year. We've had some standout receivers in the past. Preston Williams, of course, being one of them. And with Kenny Stills now, he's got a giant role to fill. Eric Browning and Trey Key should be two new stud pieces on the edge for us. Really excited to see what they can do as well. And Ray Stevens definitely going to be our primary returner over Jakeem Grant, and we'll see what kind of ability he possesses to be our stud receiver of the future. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.